My brother's ex won't let him go, until I caught her in the act. My brother's breakup with Emily was supposed to be clean, no drama, no mess. But Emily had other plans. At first, she acted like it was all good, saying they could still be friends. But soon after, she started blowing up his phone, crying, begging him to take her back. When he finally blocked her, that's when the real nightmare began. She turned up everywhere. Outside his work, at her house, and even inside his head, sending messages from random numbers, taunting him with things only someone close would know. It felt like she was everywhere, lurking in the shadows, just waiting for the right moment to strike. One night, my brother came home pale as a ghost, shaking with fear. He showed me a picture on his phone. It was a photo of him sleeping in his bed, taken from inside his room. My blood ran cold. How the hell did she get in? We searched the house, every corner, every closet, but found nothing. My brother barely slept that night, the thought of her being so close driving him to the brink. The next morning, I found a note under our front door. It read, "Did you sleep well last night? Don't worry, I'm always watching." We were done playing games. I convinced my brother to go to the police, but they couldn't do much without proof of her breaking in. We were on our own. We decided to set a trap. That night, we rigged the house with motion sensors and cameras, hoping to catch her in the act. Hours passed, and just as we were starting to doubt anything would happen, the alarm went off. We rushed to the monitor and saw her, Emily, sneaking through the back door, her face twisted with rage. But that wasn't the worst part. As we watched, she pulled out a pair of scissors and headed straight for my brother's room. My heart pounded in my chest as I grabbed a bat and bolted upstairs. But when I burst into his room, she was already there, standing over him with those scissors in hand. She didn't even flinch as I yelled at her to back off. It was like she was possessed, her eyes locked on my brother, like he was some kind of prize she wouldn't give up. Before she could make a move, the police stormed in, tackling her to the ground. My brother was shaking, tears streaming down his face as they dragged her away, screaming that she'd be back, that this wasn't over. But it was. The cops found her journal in her bag, detailing every sick plan she had for my brother, every twisted thought she'd written down. It was more than enough to lock her up for good. As the door slammed shut behind her, my brother broke down. I could see the relief washing over him, the weight of fear finally lifting off his shoulders. He knew it wasn't just about surviving her madness, it was about reclaiming his life. And as he walked out of that police station, I knew he was stronger than ever, ready to face whatever came next, knowing he'd never be alone again. The satisfaction of seeing Emily behind bars, knowing she'd never hurt my brother again, was indescribable. Justice had been served, and my brother could finally breathe freely. We'd won, together. And that, I knew, was the end of Emily's twisted game.